Imagine a situation. You found that perfect book which you want to read, which you want to finish. You get all prepared, you find that reading place, you're all comfortable and you start reading the book. Two situations may follow. The first is that you read a few lines and then you feel you're completely zoned out. You are in a different world altogether. The relevance of the book does not matter to you, you are in your own world. And the second thing that happens is you read a number of pages, but after you close the book, you tend to forget everything. You literally don't remember whatever you have read. If you face any of these two situations, then this video is for you. Hey you beautiful people, welcome back to a new video on our channel Read Travel Become. In this video, I'm going to talk about some of the tips and tricks which I personally followed, which helped me to improve my focus while reading books. It's very important to have focus. Reading is one such act where you need to be focused in what you're actually doing. Only after you read a certain number of books, you get comfortable with the habit of reading. So in this video, I'm going to tell you 5 very simple techniques which I personally followed, which helped me to improve my focus while I am reading the book. These tips are extremely easy and are very beneficial, especially to those people who have just started reading out and face this problem. I really hope you find these techniques very helpful. They were extremely beneficial to me. So make sure you watch the video till the end. You may never know which thought or fact may resonate with you and change the course of your life. So let's get started. The first tip to improve your focus while you are reading a book is knowing why you want to read that book. It may sound cliche, but it's the most important technique which you can follow, which you can have. Now, when you are studying for academics, especially if you are an engineering student, even if it is on the day prior to your exams, you still manage to at least go through the book, to complete the book, because your why was clear. You wanted to get marks. So when your why is clear, your mind automatically prepares you to at least finish the books. When you just randomly pick a book and you want to finish it, you have just started reading, it becomes very difficult for you to complete the book. You easily zone out. Now that why can be a variety of things. It can be entertainment, it can be learning a new skill, it can be finance, it can be productivity, anything. Even if it is entertainment, just like watching a movie, you can also sail through a book if your why is clear. Why you want to read that book. Did you hear from someone that this book will teach you this thing? Did you hear someone recommending this book so that you want to have a conversation with him or her about the book? So if your why is clear, it becomes very easy to complete that book. The next trick here is to avoid screen time. I have talked about this in one of my previous videos also, and I would like to reiterate it because it has greatly helped me. I always follow this ritual whenever I want to read the book. Whenever I want to start reading a book, it can be any time. It can be in the morning, in the evening, in the night, whenever I am comfortable. I make sure that 30 minutes before I start reading a page, I do not face any kind of screen, any kind of digital screen. Now let me explain. If you're scrolling on social media, for example, which generally a lot of people do these days, what happens is social media is designed in such a way, the scroll thing is designed in such a way that the system expects you to get a reward. You are scrolling down, you are expecting some kind of a reward at the end. The infinite scroll makes you believe that. But as you all know, there is no reward. It's just a scrolling system so that your mind is completely engaged into the platform. So after your mind is engaged to find a reward, and when you close social media and start reading a book, your mind is still wandering to find a reward. And reading a book, it knows that reading a book, you cannot immediately get a reward. So you are completely out of focus and you are completely zoned out. When we totally avoid screen time for at least 30 minutes before reading, it helps our brain to have a refreshed start. This reward thinking is not there in our mind. Actually, the reward system works in a different way. The reward system works in a way that after you have finished like 10-15 pages, you already feel that you have won something. You already feel accomplished after reading 15-20 pages, and which triggers you to read more and more. So this thing is really important, that you need to understand how that reward system of your mind should be helpful to your habit. So yeah, avoiding screen time at least 30 minutes before reading will greatly help you to improve your focus while reading a book. The next tip to improve your focus is think like a teacher. You might have heard of that popular phrase, fake it till you make it, which is very true in reading also. You can understand this in the context of a teacher. Always think like you are a teacher and you have to explain whatever you are reading to someone. So that way your mind automatically gets focused when you are reading the book. Now this has particularly helped me because whenever I am reading a book, I have to make sure that I want to explain whatever learnings from the book to you guys as well. So that is why I make sure that I think like a teacher, not like a teacher who wants to fail his or her students, not like that, just like a teacher, so that I may be able to explain that things to many people. This is also loosely known as Feynman effect. So what happens in Feynman effect is basically you understand a concept better if you try to teach it to someone. So that kind of a mentality really helps in this way also. The next trick here is finding a topic which interests you. Now this again is a very important trick. Just a few days back, Priyanka Chopra has launched her new book. I found a difference here. Some of my friends who are not at all readers, who haven't read a single book their whole life, easily managed to complete the book written by Priyanka Chopra. Why? Because they were interested in knowing her story. They were fans of this celebrity. So they had interest in that topic. So find out what topic really interests you. There's always one or the other thing which really interests you and which makes you think, and trust me, there are books on literally every topic these days. So find out that thing which greatly interests you and then start reading that book. You trust me, when you like that topic, you can easily complete that book. You may never feel that you are actually pushing yourself to do that thing. I recently got a book named The Science of Interstellar, which was written by Kip Thorne. And because I loved science fiction so much, and I also loved Interstellar so much, it was an extremely heavy book. It is, I think, one of the heaviest books which I have read, because I'm not a physicist. So but I managed to at least go through the book because I was so interested in knowing what went behind making that movie. So that thing really helps. Find out that one particular thing which you really like and read a book on that topic. It will definitely help. And the last tip which I follow is taking notes. I have been doing this very recently, and especially for non-fiction books. What I do is I try to make notes. I try to engage with the book so that my mind is active while reading the book. How I take notes, I'll make a different video on this particular topic. I've recently discovered some techniques to make notes from non-fiction books. It can be a customized thing. You can always make your own method to take notes from a book. It can be an audiobook also, it can be a paperback, it can be an ebook also. Ebooks, lot of apps are there, a lot of websites are there by which you can sort easily, but I only read paperback, so I have to do that manual note taking. For fiction books, I only note down some of the quotes that I like in my Notion app. So that is how I take notes. So while taking notes, your brain is actively engaged in completing the book and reading the book. So yeah, this was the 5th technique. So yeah, those were the 5 tips and simple techniques which I personally use to improve my focus, and these have greatly helped me. And do let me know what system do you follow, and how did you like these tips and techniques, and which one are you going to try. And thank you so much for supporting my channel. Lots of interesting content lined up. Stay tuned to the channel. Also, I have decided to share my thoughts, my learnings from books, snippets from books, whichever I like, in the form of a newsletter. I would be emailing them directly in your inbox every week. So you can sign up to my newsletter. You can find the link in the bio. These are just my thoughts. These would be just my thoughts. These would be just my musings, as you call it, which you would directly get in your inbox. And yeah, if you like my content, don't forget to hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for all the support. That's all for this video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.